Valaine Ziclag here from TheSneakyBros, and welcome to a new episode of the Clay Soldiers Civilization project. And now in this episode is all going about be the pirates and the assassins. They're pretty much the same. So for the pirates and assassins, we're actually using the coal coloured clay soldier. So they look a bit like black brawlers, but they've got some kind of white and greyish tint on the colour itself, so it's you can still distinguish who is who. And yeah, this is one of the new pirate ships that I've built. So if I go to the first pirate ship over here, where the cinematic was held, obviously you can see here that the orange wall has now been blasted through, and the black brawlers now, sorry, I just said black brawlers, apologies, the pirates assassins are actually control the orange tower and part of the north wall here. And then this is the original pirate boat which Valaine did, so he did a very good job here. He gave me a really nice skeleton to work on, so this is what his looks like. So I wanted, well, I should say, originally I wanted the Clay Soldiers Island to be completely surrounded by pirate ships. So I wanted one here by the yellows, by the Terracottas, by Vikings, by elves, but then we decided that the pirate assassins will attack strategically, and so they'll attack the north in certain areas. So this pirate ship here, which is the one that I've done, is placed between the Vikings and the purples. So you know, the ship over there that's got the oranges and the yellows kind of locked down, so they're being quite defensive, and then this boat here has actually got the Vikings and the purples locked down also, so there's a bit of tension rising in the north side of the island right now. But yeah, this is what one of the boats look like. So we're actually going to go to the captain's quarters right now. This interior of the ship is done. The other ship that Valaine has done, he still needs to do the interior for that. But I'm just going to kind of give him some ideas through this video of what he can do. So here they've actually got the coordinates of the pink mini island there, and then also the coordinates for the purple town as well, so they can bombard them with cannons and artillery fire and that good stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much the cabin quarters. Up here on the higher deck we have the coordinates again for the artillery strikes, so the clay soldiers can simply walk on these pressure pads and fire the cannons towards the Vikings. It's a really cool design, just simple, it's just pressure pad with fire charge in there, and these are obviously dispensers, so you know they can fire the cannons here on the purples and hashtag burn the tree. Luckily they don't reach that far. But yeah, we'll just let that grass burn and see if it's still alive later on. Obviously you've got the crow's nest up there for lookouts, and then down here is it's a really cool build actually, is the cabin quarters. So you just have a front area here. This is where they store their armor, their weapons and their food, and then this is really cool. This is the living quarters for the cabin crew. So originally I tried to use beds, but they kind of looked a bit chunky and just a bit dumb. It didn't really fit in, so I did the whole white and red carpet. So you know, it looks like beds, but they're just smaller. So you can fit a lot more in here. And all in all, it looks really cool. And I purposely wanted it to be quite dark in here as well. So yeah, it gives a lot of light from the stairwell. So this is what the pirates look like. Tell me in the comments down below what you think of the pirates. Is there anything we need doing to them, or are we on the right track here? Originally, the assassins were going to have an underground guild. So if I go over here, if I can, yeah, like here we go. If I can try to find a hole, I was actually building the kind of skeleton of an underground sewer system. This is just a test that I was doing, because if you look here, I'm actually underneath the Yellowstown. This is where the minecart is. So if I come up here, you know, this is where this will be one of the entrances for the Assassin's Guild. and then there'll be different sewer systems going to every single civilization. Then there'll be kind of bunkers or guilds, or just like different rooms where the assassins can kind of gear up to assassinate different kings. And obviously you've got the mini assassins kind of den here, or the thieves den, or the assassin's den. It looks pretty cool. But right now the lore has actually changed. So how are the assassin pirates actually fueling? How do they have this much power? How do they have this much resources? And how are they able to keep up this siege? Well, the assassins aren't alone. They are being fueled by a bigger civilization who has been planning this attack for a very long time on the north side of the island, and that is the Terracotta Blues. I'll go more into detail about the Terracotta Blues in the next episode of the Clay Soldiers project, because most of it is pretty much done now. But as mentioned in previous videos of the Terracotta Blues, down here is the actual Assassin's Guild. Europa has been very hard at work, but this is the center, the assassins, being fueled and controlled by the Terracotta Blues currently. Because, you know, the assassin pirates, they're all about banditry and wealth, so, you know, if someone has the right price, they will fight for that specific civilization. So this is what the Terracotta Blues are up to right now. They're up to something shady. They have hired out the pirates, and they're paying them in weapons, food, and plenty of gold. In the next episode of the, I'll be showing off the finished build of the Terracotta Blues. Europa has been very, very hard at work. The palace is now done. We've built 2 more shops over there, so we've got a dye place and a cake shop as well, like I said previously. What the hell is this? This is a bit weird. There's a group of pumpkins. I'm not sure what that symbolizes. Maybe you can tell me in the comments down below what this means. Just a group of pumpkins. Don't quite know. And there's a horse over there. Maybe you guys know in the comments what's going on here. But guys, sorry this isn't like a massive video. I've been quite busy recently. But we're coming to the end of season 3. I know I've been saying this for 2 weeks now, but I've got a whiteboard of all my ideas, and there's literally a couple of ideas on there now. So what needs doing to the map? So we've got the arena that Up the Vale is currently building. The pirate ships, they're done. Right now we've got the Terracotta Blues, which is almost finished. It won't take us long. And then there's a current kind of HD reworks, like little tiny ones, little tiny details that we need to add to the island itself. Like there's certain civilizations which they don't kind of join up to the rest of the civs. Like there's roads that don't lead anywhere, and there's doorways that don't lead anywhere. It's just making the island just, you know, work. You know, like making it, you know, make sense to someone that's viewing it from the outside. So they could kind of walk up to any angle of the island and be like, hey, yeah, I get what's going on there. You know, the purples, you know, they have the road going through the orange traders, because the orange traders, you know, they're not really there that often, so they don't mind half the sand mountain being carved out or whatever. So, yeah, in terms of episodes of Season 3, we're coming to the end. I'm going to guess that there's going to be about between 3 to 5 more Clay Soldiers episodes for Season 3. And then I think the last episode is obviously going to be a cinematic, but the one before that, it's going to be an episode just dedicated to Easter eggs. I want the whole Clay Soldiers team on here. I want myself, Up the Vale, Europa, Silver Cheering, and Valaine. Just all of us creating just ridiculous Easter eggs. I'm talking bigger ones. I've been working on a couple myself. They are quite stupid, but they'll be really funny once people find them. And then we'll also host a competition for, you know, people that can find certain Easter eggs. And, you know, if you find them all, you may get a massive surprise and secret at the end. But guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of the Clay Soldiers Project. I've been Ziclag from the Sneaky Bros. Make sure to join our Discord server, link in the description down below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're so close to the map finally being able to download to everyone that's been watching. Anyway guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing the yellow Clay Soldier skin because it was for a thumbnail for the last video. Just